My journey at Akron General actually started in 2001 when I came here for residency. And really the same reasons that brought me to Akron General are the reasons why I've stayed here over the past 20 years. And that is first and foremost the incredible care that is provided here at Akron General. Between the nursing staff, the ancillary staff, the physicians, the subspecialists, and even the hospital administration, we are dedicated to providing the safest care to patients while providing the best experience for both the patients and the caregivers.
My favorite thing about Cleveland Clinic Akron General is by far our group of attendings that we get to learn from on a daily basis. Some of them who've graduated from this program and people who have come from outside institutions.
They bring a really fun diversity of background, experience, education, and I feel like they really balance mentorship and education.
It's really the experiences that we have with people that make a place memorable. And here, both with the other residents, with the attendings, with the nurses, we have, yes, our work relationships that allow us to do a good job with patient care, but also so many of the people here, they just feel like friends.
I've been interested in obstetrics since I was in grade school.
I actually thought that OBGYN was going to be my least favorite thing when I was a medical student. I thought I was going to think it was awkward and uncomfortable because I hadn't had a lot of exposure to those kind of conversations when I was younger. And then I got to do a delivery on my family medicine rotation and just absolutely fell in love with that moment. When I saw the obstetric patients, the GYN patients, and was able to kind of use that moment that often is so uncomfortable and difficult for women to talk about and try to make it better for them, I found that that was kind of the most meaningful experience that I had.
I chose Cleveland Clinic Akron General because I was a student here, so I did a fourth-year rotation here in OBGYN and Gyn-Onc, and I had a really good experience. I thought the residents were really nice and all the attendings were really nice. I felt like I fit in here really well. And so when it came time to do the match process, I ranked them very high.
I liked the variety that the program offered between strong generalist training and obstetrics and gynecology with also a good mix of the subspecialties in there as well. Specifically, we have providers with forceps training, which really stuck out to me on the interview trail, and I've borne witness to that with the seniors getting trained in that.
Oh, I was like, this has got to be the place. If I like that many people, I'm doing something that overwhelming and still having a good time. It had the right feel, and I absolutely have no regrets. So our residency program has 9 hours of protected didactic time weekly, both faculty and resident led. And what that looks like is that there's an hour of didactic time every single day and just more on Fridays, which gives us a chance to come together as a group, eat at the same time, see each other, do some learning, and then get on with our day. Our obstetric ED is staffed 24/7 by an in-house board-certified OBGYN. We perform a lot of ultrasonography on the unit ourselves, so as residents we get hands-on training, and that's at all gestational ages. So we do ultrasounds 0 to 20 weeks as well as 20 and beyond. We also have 500 OB-ED visits monthly, so we get really well trained in the evaluation and management of acute obstetric emergencies, as well as many of the conditions that are often managed by the main ED. So our labor and delivery is a level 3 perinatal center, which means we are prepared for any type of delivery and any need for the baby, including on-site NICU services. We also have our fishbowl. That's the dedicated resident space where we monitor tracings, perform any charting or additional work that we need while staying close to our patients and our nursing staff. So this is the OB Lounge. We use the space for studying. We do some of our sign-outs here, and when we're between surgeries, we'll be in here kind of catching up on other tasks. One of the really nice things, it is stocked with snacks and drinks at all times, so even in the middle of the night, if you're on labor and delivery, you can still come over and grab something.
One of the highlights of our didactics is our simulation curriculum. We reserve simulation time every month for 4 hours. During our monthly simulations, our education chief resident works with our faculty to develop surprise simulations based on real cases to help residents learn to react and make decisions in real time. Some examples include postpartum hemorrhage, hypertensive disorders of pregnancy, placental abruption, and other obstetrical trauma. We also have other hands-on learning opportunities like ultrasound simulations, laparoscopy, operative vaginal deliveries such as forceps and vacuums.
So this is our residency clinic. It's about a 5-minute drive from the hospital, which is really convenient. We have an attending on site specifically for staffing with patients. Starting from day one, we see our own patients in clinic, which is really fun and exciting. Another great feature of our clinic is our centering program. So our first and second year residents are involved with centering and they're trained in their first few weeks of July. And that's just group prenatal care for our prenatal patients. It's really fun and just a great way to connect with our patients in a way that you really can't do on a quick one-on-one prenatal office care visit. We play games and eat some snacks together, and it's just a really great form of healthcare.
For me, in medicine, the thing that makes it worth doing is those moments where you feel like you've made a difference for someone.
I think residency compared to medical school is nice in that you finally have a space that's yours.
Especially being kind of on the front lines of patient care, you are so often in that position where you're like, yeah, I got to do that for that person.
I wake up in the morning, I know who I'm going to work with. I have projects that are ongoing, faculty to get back to and build relationships with, and just the friends of residency. And it's really nice to feel like you're an employee with a place after so many years of school.
It's been a privilege to be able to be part of the residency, to see the changes that have happened over the course of the last 20 years, the integration with the Cleveland Clinic, and the expansion of our subspecialty service lines. I can honestly say that the residency program today is a stronger and better program than what it was even when I came here 20 years ago. I'm excited to be a part of the residency and to be part of this department, and we're excited to bring in new residents and new trainees all the time.